In the year 2154, humanity was on the brink of extinction. Earth had suffered through endless wars, environmental collapse, and the slow decay of civilization. The survivors lived in small colonies scattered across the planet. Technology was a shadow of what it once was, and the dream of interstellar exploration had been abandoned. Humanity's greatest achievement, space travel, now seemed impossible. For generations, the idea of reaching beyond the stars was relegated to old books and dusty records, forgotten by most. But then, against all odds, the impossible happened. It started with a group of scientists, dreamers, and engineers. They called themselves the Luna Initiative, and they believed that humans could rise again. While others were content with the small terrestrial life that remained, they could not forget the stars. They were determined to push the boundaries of science and technology. Many thought they were insane, chasing after a dream that was far too grand for the crumbling world they lived in. Among them was Dr. Emily Carter, a brilliant astrophysicist. She had spent years studying the remnants of old space programs, decoding ancient blueprints, and trying to understand the long-forgotten technologies that had once carried humanity to the moon and beyond. Emily was obsessed. She believed that if humans could just unlock the key to faster-than-light travel, they could escape Earth's doomed future. At first, the Luna Initiative had no support. Governments were disinterested, and the world's remaining resources were focused on survival, not exploration. But Emily was undeterred. She gathered a small team of like-minded individuals who shared her vision of humanity's potential. They worked in secret, away from the prying eyes of the remaining power structures. They knew they needed something revolutionary, something that could change everything. And that's when they discovered it. Deep within an ancient space station, buried beneath layers of dust and wreckage, they found a device. It was an odd-looking thing, a metallic sphere with strange markings all over it. It seemed to be some sort of power core, but no one knew exactly what it was. As Emily studied the device, a strange sense of familiarity washed over her. Something told her this was the key to saving humanity. After months of trial and error, the Luna Initiative was able to power up the device. It hummed with an eerie energy. For the first time in decades, the stars seemed within reach. The team realized that the device was capable of manipulating space-time itself, bending the very fabric of reality to allow for faster-than-light travel. It was a breakthrough that no one had thought possible, even in humanity's golden age. The world was stunned when Emily and her team made their announcement. They revealed that they had unlocked the secret to interstellar travel. They had created a ship, a massive vessel capable of traveling across galaxies in a matter of days, not centuries. The ship, named the Hope, was unlike anything humanity had ever seen. But not everyone was ready to believe. Many saw it as a dangerous folly. Earth's history was littered with failed attempts to escape its problems, and the notion of leaving behind a broken world seemed selfish to some. Others feared that the technology was too dangerous, that humanity was not ready to wield such power. But Emily and her team were undeterred. They knew that the human spirit was capable of great things, and they believed that the people of Earth had the strength to start anew. In 2157, the Hope lifted off from Earth's surface, its engines glowing with a fierce light. The ship's journey was broadcasted across the world, and for the first time in decades, humanity had something to be proud of. The dream of the stars was alive once more. People cheered, cried, and held their breath as the ship vanished into the void. Months passed, and then something incredible happened. The Hope returned. It wasn't just a return from a distant star system. It was a return from the future. The crew of the Hope had traveled far beyond the edges of known space, into realms that no human had ever ventured before. They came back changed, older, wiser, and with knowledge of a future that was not written yet. They had seen civilizations thriving on distant planets, humans living in harmony with alien species, and new technologies that could save Earth. But what they had discovered was even more shocking. Humanity was not alone in the universe. They were part of a vast intergalactic alliance, a group of species who had banded together to protect the galaxy from the forces of darkness. The human race was needed, but they had to prove themselves worthy. The crew of the Hope brought back with them not just knowledge, but a new sense of purpose. Humanity was no longer just a struggling species on a dying planet. They were part of something much bigger. They had the potential to join the stars, to be a force for good in the galaxy. The leaders of Earth were quick to act. They began preparations to send out more ships, to make contact with the alien civilizations that the Hope had encountered. The Luna Initiative had sparked a renaissance of exploration and ambition. The impossible was no longer out of reach, it was right in front of them. And then the real challenge began. The galaxy was vast, and the forces that protected it were powerful. But there were enemies lurking in the darkness, ancient forces that sought to dominate and destroy. The human race had to prove itself, not just as explorers, but as warriors, diplomats, and thinkers. They had to rise above their flaws, to become something greater than they had ever imagined. Emily Carter became a hero of the New Age. She was celebrated not just for her brilliance, but for her unwavering belief in humanity's potential. She inspired generations to come, teaching them that nothing was impossible as long as the human spirit remained alive. Humanity had been on the brink of extinction, but now they were reaching for the stars. They had made the impossible possible. They were no longer a species struggling to survive. They were a species destined to thrive. The universe had opened its doors to them, and they were ready to walk through. And thus, the age of exploration, discovery, and hope began. The story of humanity's rise from the ashes would echo through the galaxies, a testament to the strength, resilience, and unbreakable will of the human race. We had thought it was impossible, but the crazy humans made it happen.